heart into making a difference in the lives of children battling pediatric cancer and their families. Her commitment to the cause has left a lasting impact on those around her, and we are honored to hear her share the powerful story of what THON means to her. Please join me in welcoming Ellie to the stage.
Thanks. I don't know where I go, but... Matt, where are you going? Hello, THON 2025. My name is Ellie Koerner, and it's an honor to stand here today and share my story. A story that began 3 days before Christmas in 2007. But first, I want to thank Maggie and Carson for selecting me as this year's Greek Appreciation Student Speaker. And as always, thank you to my incredible friends and family for their unwavering support throughout the years and for being here by my side today. A little bit about me. I'm a senior here at Penn State and a four-year member of Kappa Alpha Theta, and I'm deeply grateful for the opportunities and experiences and friendships that Theta has brought into my life. I was introduced to THON years before coming to Penn State, but it wasn't until I actively participated after rushing in spring 2022 that I truly understood its profound impact. I immediately fell in love with what THON was all about after my first weekend and was determined to make a difference myself. THON quickly became a cornerstone of my college experience, and I've loved every moment of it. I'm honored to be dancing this year as an independent dancer couple with my amazing partner, Kate Patterson. Dancing this weekend would not be possible without Kate and my wonderful support system, fundraising this year for us and for the kids. So why am I up here today? Like most four-year-olds just before Christmas, I was filled with excitement, counting down the days until Santa's arrival. My mom and I had planned a quick trip to Target for wrapping paper and other last-minute necessities. But life has a way of changing in an instant. As we were heading out the door, my dad, a physician, noticed tiny red spots scattered across my skin, petechiae. He hesitated and then said the words that would set everything in motion. You should stop by the emergency room for some blood work first. I didn't understand what was happening, but as I watched the holiday lights blur past from the back seat, I sensed that my world was about to change forever. And it did. Within hours, I was rushed to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, CHOP, where I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. My dad, being my primary care physician, read my blood work and had to make the heartbreaking call to my mom. I will never forget my mom getting that phone call. And the color draining out of her face. My parents did their best to explain to me that my blood was sick. At just 4 years old, I was thrust into a battle I couldn't comprehend. The cinnamon-scented morning I had woken up to was replaced by the sterile smells of antiseptic and hospital linens. My days were no longer defined by playdates or preschool, but by IVs, spinal taps, and the relentless rhythm of hospital life. I had been planning for Santa Claus that year, not chemotherapy. Christmas looked a lot different that year. Instead of unwrapping gifts under the tree in my childhood home, I waved to Santa from my hospital bed as he made his rounds. I couldn't leave my room. I was isolated from the celebrations just beyond my door. My family tried to keep the spirit alive, but the isolation was undeniable. Even as a child, I felt it. I missed my puppy, my toys, and my friends. I was forced to mature in no way a kid should ever have to. A story my mom has shared with me since I am older now is when I asked her where my friend Braden had been, another patient on the oncology floor with me. She had to explain to my 4-year-old self that the angels came for him. As this was something I had never heard of, I asked my mom if the angels were going to come for me. She told me that if I remained as strong as I had been throughout my treatment thus far, no, the angels would not come for me. Yet, in the midst of it all, glimmers of hope shone through. A simple meal, a thoughtful card, or a toy from a stranger reminded me that I wasn't alone. I spent time with my mom making friendship bracelets and trying on wigs after losing my hair. Watching my beautiful curls fall away felt like I was losing a piece of myself, but in the process, I discovered a strength within me that I didn't know I had. I have vague memories of living with cancer, but some that I have today are the mummers coming to visit me on New Year's, the incredible doctors and nurses who saved my life at CHOP, and how happy I was when my dad came to visit my mom and I at CHOP, even after a long day of work. These small acts of kindness left a profound mark on me, planting the seed of resilience and compassion that would shape the rest of my life. For 2.5 years, I fought leukemia with everything I had. I quickly grew used to the rhythms of hospital life, the changing shifts of nurses, the hushed conversations of doctors outside my door, and the familiar creak of the hallway floor. The care packages I received and donations weren't just comforting, they made me feel connected to a world outside of the hospital, to people who cared about me. And when I emerged on the other side, I wasn't the same little girl who had once been excited about Christmas lights. I had endured and grown through an experience that most kids my age couldn't fathom. I was stronger, more empathetic, and determined to give back to the community that had carried me through my darkest days. This deep gratitude inspired my family and me to give back, to pay it forward. In 2008, my family and I founded the Ellie Koerner Leukemia Foundation, or EKLF, to spread hope and joy to families like ours. Over the past 15 years, we've raised over $150,000 to provide meals, toys, and essential items to patients at CHOP and the Ronald McDonald House. Our annual holiday toy drive has become my favorite tradition, a way to ensure that no child battling illness feels forgotten, especially during the holidays. When I arrived at Penn State, I knew THON would be a huge part of my college experience. I've had the privilege of fundraising and standing shoulder to shoulder with countless others to share the same unyielding belief that every child deserves a chance to grow up and chase their dreams. Through THON, I've seen firsthand how community and support can heal wounds and give hope in ways that words alone can't. This incredible organization has given me much more than a platform to give back. The friendships I've built, the people I've met, and the stories I've heard have deepened my understanding of the power of community. When I think about the 4 diamonds of THON, courage, honesty, wisdom, and strength, I realize that they're not just ideals. They are the pillars of hope we offer to families navigating the unimaginable. For me, THON is deeply personal. I know what it feels like to be that scared little girl in a hospital room. And I also know the profound difference kindness can make. Having spent so much time in a hospital bed, I've come to understand that medicine isn't just about treating an illness, it's about treating the whole person. My dream is to be the kind of doctor who remembers what it felt like to be vulnerable and knows the power of kind words, a simple touch, or a shared laugh. THON is a testament to what we can achieve when we come together. For the kids, for the families, and for your future, where no child has to face cancer alone. Today, I am preparing for the next chapter of my life while enjoying my last semester here at Penn State. This summer, I will begin medical school at the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, following my father and grandfather's footsteps. My battle with leukemia taught me the importance of compassionate care, and I aspire to provide that same care as a physician. Because just as others fought for me when I couldn't fight for myself, I want to fight for others. To my fellow students and everyone who supports THON, thank you. Thank you for standing, for dancing, for giving, and believing in a world where we can conquer childhood cancer together. Your dedication fuels a brighter future, not just for the kids, but for everyone who loves them. My story is just one of many, but together we make a powerful force that refuses to let childhood cancer win. THON is proof that when we come together, there is nothing we can't achieve, and it's a privilege to be a part of it. Being part of THON has allowed me to see that my journey with leukemia doesn't just belong to me, it belongs to all of us. It's our collective strength, love, and resilience that will continue to drive this fight forward. I'd like to give a special shout out to my two best friends, Trevor Malloy and Sophia Vicenzino, who are also dancing 46 hours for the kids. I am so happy to be achieving one of my biggest dreams by your side. I love you both so much. Thank you for allowing me this time to speak. Let's keep standing, fighting, and believing until no child faces cancer alone. Good luck to all the dancers this weekend. We've got this.
Great job, sweetheart. You did a great job. Love you.
It is, and the water station
line is like around the wall.
Thank you so much, Ellie, for sharing your story with us today. Your words truly inspire us and remind us of the strength and determination that drives THON. We're grateful for the courage and impact your story has had on this community. Now we will be joined by some of the people that Carson and I work most closely with. The Fundraising Safety Greek Org liaison, Sarah Lele and Anika Deshpande, along with representatives from two Greek